Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're having a solid day so far. Let's jump straight into what happened in the past 24 hours because there's quite a bit to cover. Bitcoin had a bit of a dip below $103,000 but bounced back and is now sitting around $103,500. Not too dramatic, but enough to shake out some leverage apparently because over $397 million in long positions got liquidated across the crypto market in just one day. Meanwhile, BlackRock clients were scooping up $224 million worth of Bitcoin, so institutional demand is still very much alive. Speaking of institutions, JPMorgan just rolled out their deposit token JPM Coin on the Base network, which is pretty interesting considering Base is Coinbase's Layer 2 solution, so traditional finance is definitely getting more comfortable with crypto rails. On the supply side, Bitcoin on exchanges just hit a new all-time low, which historically tends to be bullish because less supply on exchanges usually means less selling pressure. Now let's talk about some mixed signals in the broader economy. S&P 500 operating earnings are up 24% year over year, which sounds great, but the US only added 3,000 private sector jobs per month over the last 3 months, so the job market is cooling off fast. Treasury Secretary Basant came out saying tariffs help consumers, which is a take that'll probably get some debate. But NEC Director Kevin Hassett did mention inflation is trending positively, with recent CPI data coming in below expectations. There's also a 95% chance the US government reopens by the end of the week, so that's one less thing to worry about. In terms of adoption, SoFi just became the first nationally chartered US bank to launch Bitcoin and crypto trading, which is a big step for mainstream access. And crypto czar David Sachs says the US is a major step closer to becoming the crypto capital of the world. Waymo is now doing 1 million rides per month, up 3 times from last year, showing how fast autonomous tech is scaling. AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su doubled her estimate for the data center market to over $1 trillion by 2030, which makes sense given the AI boom. However, SoftBank decided to dump their entire Nvidia stake for $5.8 billion, which raised some eyebrows. On the trading side, Owen Gunden moved 700 Bitcoin worth $73 million to Kraken, bringing his total to 1,800 Bitcoin or $200 million this week, and Matrixport withdrew 872 Bitcoin worth $91.68 million from Binance, so whales are definitely moving. In the altcoin space, Canary filed an 8A for an XRP ETF, pointing to a launch either today or Thursday, which could be huge for XRP holders. A former BlackRock executive said Ethereum is the infrastructure for Wall Street, and Robinhood's CEO predicts tokenization will unlock 24/7 markets, and once people experience it, they'll never go back. Jim Cramer even said we could really use some blockchain on a day like today, which is honestly a statement I never thought I'd hear from him. Traders are now pricing in just a 28% chance that Bitcoin hits $150,000 before May 2026, so sentiment has cooled a bit there. China says it's ready to work with the US to maintain a stable global supply chain, which could ease some trade tensions moving forward. And finally, a fun stat. MetaPlanet CEO says almost 0.2% of all Japanese citizens are now shareholders in their company, showing just how much retail interest in Bitcoin is growing over there. That's everything you need to know from the past day. If you enjoyed this quick roundup, make sure to follow along, and I'll catch you tomorrow with the next update.